Hello. Let me get my camera right. You know how I like to do. Get the angle just right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to I Am She's Late Night Public Access Broadcast. It's where I talk about my life, things that I deal with. And hello, Renee. Good to see you. Talk about things I experience and mostly talk about having confidence and self-worth and just talking, something I love to do. And I like to share, and talk with you. So tonight I'm going to talk about having confidence and being confident in who you are. Thank you. I straightened it. I usually wear it naturally curly, but I have to straighten it to trim it, so I thought I'd leave it straight for a couple of days. So thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Having confidence, this is a confident hairstyle. Thank you. So having confidence and being confident in who you are. We all have gifts and talents, things that are given to us, naturally born things that we are born with, and things that are given to us along life. And one of mine is teaching. One of mine is, talking to other people. I like talking to people. I like listening to people. Throughout my life, in my teenage, in my early 20s, even during my 30s, people would just talk to me about their issues because, one, they know they have the confidence in me that I won't share what they've shared with me with other people, which is a very, very, very important thing. If someone trusts you with sensitive information, it is so important to protect that information because you can hurt people, with that information. You can hurt them. I've seen it happen so many times. I've even seen it happen in church, where someone would share just sensitive information and it'd be broadcast, across a pulpit or, just in a area where people should just not know this information. It'd be privy to information that would be shared, and it hurts people. It hurts people's heart. It hurts their feelings, makes them feel inadequate, makes them feel that you're not trustworthy, and it doesn't give them an outlet to just express what's going on within them. So always protect people's information. So I'm out, it's been a couple days since I broadcast. I think last Thursday was the last time. No problem. I understand it. But your show is, I love listening to your show, Renee. Usually you're on when I start class, my homeschool class. So I try to get a little bit of your show in before I start my class. So I appreciate you. We get to listen to the, little music before we get started. They enjoy it also. But the confidence, I got my confidence actually and my self-esteem from my older brother. Yes, I will definitely catch the replay. I try to do that when I'm by myself or just hanging out. The children do love it though, but they get so unfocused. They get off track easy, so I have to reel them back in. They get too excited about the music. But I got my confidence and my self-esteem from my older brother. I have two older brothers, one of them that's closer to my age. He just would always encourage me to do things that I just never thought I was good enough to do. I was such a tomboy growing up. The girly look that you see now was non-existent. Like, I pulled my hair back in a ponytail. I played basketball with the boys. I played tag football with the boys. It's just that I just was out with the boys all the time playing around. And I didn't see myself as very feminine back then. And it was my older brother who encouraged me, one, by getting into a beauty contest at our school. And I thought, that's not for me. But it was because of him and his encouragement that I started doing beauty pageants, because I never really looked at myself as, real girly. And it was him who gave me that self-esteem, because I thought, wow, if my older brother thinks I'm pretty, then maybe, just maybe, I am. And so I got my self-esteem from my older brother. And as life went on, I got used to having some type of attention from the opposite sex. And it just was, common. It got very common where I didn't go overboard with it. But I began to build this confidence in who I was, not just because of my looks, but because of things that I knew that I was good at. I was good at playing sports. I was good at writing. Like, that's one of my strong suits. I am so good at writing, and I love to write. I just like to have, keep forgetting about this. Thanks, Rini. But I like to have, I love sports, and I love to write. It's just I get so busy now because I have to teach in the mornings. I don't get the opportunity to do it as often, but I am writing, and I enjoy it very much. And I love to teach. That is something I love too. And I love to teach with younger children, older children. I love talking to women because of my personal experiences. I think life is a good teacher. And if you can learn from your mistakes, learn from other circumstances that not necessarily you brought on yourself, but just life happens, to share those experiences and how you dealt with them and came through them is so important, to let people know that you are real, that you are touchable, that you are vulnerable, that you are capable of expressing, feelings and everything. Because people don't want you to see you as someone who's stuck up or unapproachable. You want to be approachable. You want to be that person that someone can come to and talk to and be like, hey, I like that person. I enjoy talking with that person. So it's about confidence and being confident in yourself. But I had this experience on Friday when I was talking to this man who's so wise and so smart, and sometimes when I'm in his presence, I feel inadequate. I know it sounds crazy when you get around people who are smarter than you. Sometimes you feel like, man, I'm just this small person. I got to do better, and which I do. But after just speaking with him, I just felt I lost a little bit of my confidence in myself. I was like, man, what's wrong with me? But I had to remember that I'm always good enough. It wasn't that he was saying that I wasn't good enough. It's just that I recognize that I can always be better. There's always things I can be better at. There's always things that I can do to be better at. So just seeing him, thank you. Just being around someone who's extremely wise and smart, it just made me want to reach that level and come up to that level. I look so small on here. I'm trying to position myself right. Let me get it right here. But just coming out of his presence, I felt kind of inadequate and like, man, I've got a lot of growing to do, which I do, but that should never make you lose confidence, and it was nothing that he said or did. It was me. It was my thoughts about myself saying, oh my God, I'm so, I don't feel like I'm worthy. And which I am, I have gotten to this place in my life because of experience and because of making certain choices. And that doesn't make me inadequate. It doesn't make me unworthy because I'm around smarter people. You should be around people who are smarter than you so that you can learn. That's right, Rini. We have to love ourselves. And we can't let anybody take that from us. Like, no matter how smart they are, how rich they are, we can't let someone take our love for ourselves and our confidence in ourselves away from us. Back when in my early 20s, I used to live in an area that used to be a lot of celebrities. And so we would hang out, me and my friends would hang out around these celebrities. And I didn't want to date any of them. I just wanted the affirmation from them that I was good enough to date. You know, I just wanted that opportunity, just them to say, yeah, I want to go out with you. But I didn't actually want to date them. I just wanted the affirmation. I was in Virginia. And in California. So there's a lot of places that, you know, there's lots of celebrities, and you'd be surprised that they hang out in common places. So during that time, you know, I met lots of celebrities, but I didn't want to devalue myself just by being with them. I just wanted them to say I was good enough. I just needed that affirmation. And then once I got it, I was like, okay, thanks, see ya. You know, I remember there was this one instance from, I listened to rap music back then. And Snoop Dogg, I think, was just coming out. And like one guy from from the Dog Pound had come up to me and was asking me out, or, you know, trying to get my attention. And I was like, no. You know, he was asking for favors that I wasn't necessarily, not necessarily, I just wasn't interested in performing. And he was like, don't you know who I am? I'm from the Dog Pound. And I thought, I don't care where you're from. If you're from the Humane Society, I'm not interested. But it was, you know, when I left there, I felt good about myself, thinking, he wanted to go out with me. But then I had to realize he didn't want to go out with me. He just wanted some favors. But that being said, it's about being confident in yourself, loving yourself, knowing your self-worth, knowing who you are, and not allowing anyone to shake that, not letting anyone take that, not letting anyone, or being in the presence of, you can be in the presence of kings, okay? But you still have to be confident in who you are. You know, if your name is Siobhan Jackson, right? You wouldn't allow someone to change your name or change who you are just because they thought you weren't worthy of that name. You know, you wouldn't let them change your name to Sarah Dingo or something weird. You know, it's being confident in who you are and saying, no, this is who I am. I am she. This is who I am, and I'm not going to allow you to change me or to tell me that I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy to be in a certain place or at a certain, you know, around certain people. I know who I am. I'm confident in the woman that I am and that I have become, or man, you know. So that's my little spill on that, you know, just coming on tonight, you know, early. Well, it's early for me because, you know, I'm usually on around midnight, to just talk about having confidence in yourself. And that was one reason why I didn't scope for a couple days, because I was feeling so inadequate. I was like, man, I've got some growing up to do. And true, I do, but that doesn't mean that I can't continue to be who I am and perform at the level that I am performing, you know, without continuing to grow at the same time. You know, that's okay, dear. You have a great evening. And I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow whenever you come on again. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. But I really, really, really want you to understand that being confident and having confidence in yourself, never allow someone to take that away from you. If you're in the presence of kings and you're in the presence of royalty, it doesn't matter. Always remember that you're worthy. If you're there, you most certainly are worthy. Just love yourself. Be confident in who you are. Be that you that you know that you can let no one change who you are. Let no one change you. If you need some improvements, make them. But don't let someone make you feel inadequate, you know. And like I said, just coming out of this, coming out of this conversation, it was nothing that he said or did. I just realized that I was in the presence of someone who was extremely wise, extremely smart. And not that I'm not wise and not that I'm not smart, but he was at a level that I hope to get to, you know. And I'm getting there, but I felt so inadequate after I left his presence. I was like, oh my God, did I say enough? Did I do enough? You know, but I had to remember, I am she. I am she. I am confident in me. I am confident in who I am. So just remember, never let someone take your self-esteem, your confidence away. Be who you are. Know who you are. Never let someone change you to fit their perspective of you. Love yourself, and it'll be easier to love others. So take care of yourself. Remember, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're creative, you are intelligent, you are loved, and you are needed. The earth needs you. You're the seed carriers of the earth, and the earth needs you. Have a great evening. I love you.